Hey, it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim. A couple of months back, I did a gear review on something that I was very excited about, the Get Out Gear Trek Chair. This is a full, high-back, lightweight backpacking chair that uses trekking poles in the back to save weight and still give you a nice, high-backed, very comfortable backpacking chair. I was one of the first reviewers to get it, and I was really wanting to back this project. I liked this idea so much, and John seemed like the real deal. So I took it out on my first backpacking trip with it. It performed just fine, and I got back and I decided, okay, time to sit down and do the review. And unfortunately, while I was doing a little bit of a stress test to see how far I could lean over one way or the other before the chair tipped over, it actually broke. Now, several other reviewers had already gotten their videos out and hadn't said anything about a breakage problem. In fact, many of them were touting how rugged this thing was. Now, John sent me a whole new frame set, and I put that in my original video showing that when I leaned in the same way I had before, the chair did not break. So I was hopeful that it was just a one-time thing. However, although I was the first reviewer to break a chair, I was not the last. I was hearing more tales of the chair breaking, and Steve over at My Life Outdoors managed to break 3 of his. So within about a month of my video coming out saying that my chair had broken, enough other ones had come out that we knew something was actually wrong. Now, John, the founder of Get Out Gear, was just as perplexed as anybody else. In fact, he put out a video of him bouncing up and down on just 2 legs of the chair, twisting all over the place. He is not a little tiny guy. If the chair was going to break under that kind of stress, it would have, but it didn't. The problem was traced back to a manufacturing issue with the injection molding partner. It was discovered that with prolonged production, the molds which created the hubs were overheating late in the production cycle, compromising the strength and integrity of the nylon materials from which they were made. An unknown number of hubs produced late in the run did not meet quality specifications. Although the number of reported failures has been small, about 9 out of 1,100 chairs that were delivered, Get Out Gear has taken this very seriously. When Get Out Gear realized the problem, they made a decision to delay the launch and sale of Trek Chair to the general public. John wanted to make sure that no other Trek chairs suffered from similar defects, and that every Trek chair in circulation met the quality standards promised. After discovering this flaw in manufacturing, they retooled the hub a little bit, they refined the manufacturing process, and came out with the Get Out Gear Trek Chair V2. John took the opportunity to retool the project with the supplier to ensure that the molds reliably maintained the correct operating temperatures during sustained high-volume production. They also made enhancements to the composition of the nylon fiberglass material used in the hubs to further increase strength and manufacturing reliability. They are putting serial numbers on the hubs in order to differentiate the original V1 from the V2. That the problem is not in the design can be seen by how overbuilt these hubs are. Comparing the Trek Chair to the REI FlexLite Air, you can see how overbuilt these hubs actually are. Get Out Gear is also extending the original 5-year warranty to include a lifetime warranty on these new V2 frames. But of course the real question is this chair going to break? The Get Out Gear Trek Chair V2 is here in my hands. I'm going to set it up now and check it out for you. The chair still comes in at just under 40 ounces on my scale with the trekking poles that are included with the chair, so the weight has not changed. The sizing and geometry is about the same. It is still extremely comfortable. I leaned back, I twisted, I leaned back and twisted, and I even bounced up and down a few times on just 2 legs, and the chair performed perfectly. Production of these replacement frames is already underway. Final assembly should be completed in March of 2023, and these should be shipping out to all of Get Out Gear's customers beginning in early April. Thus, they have taken the extraordinary measure of replacing all of these Trek Chair hubs regardless of any quality complaints. I have to imagine this is going to kill all of his profits, but that is how committed this guy is to putting out a good quality product. So because I was the one that broke the story on the breaking chair, I want to break this story as well. So if you decided against getting a Get Out Gear Trek Chair because of my first video, I hope that you will reconsider and check it out because of this one. I hope this video has been informative to you. If so, why don't you give it a like, subscribe to Backcountry Pilgrim if you're into hiking, camping, backpacking, and the gear that goes with it. Till next time, I'm Doug. Thanks for watching.